Hello guys and Blender fans, this is a tutorial about the add-on Hardops in the current version 0.8 written by Master Xeon 1001. You can use this add-on to create Hardsurface models with Blender, and in this video I just create a very simple object to get you started with Hardops. So have fun watching this. I added the download link to the description of this video. So great, you're there. This is Blender 2.77 and I already installed the add-on Hardops. I won't go through this process of installing it because it is described in the documentation of the add-on and it is rather simple. So let's jump right into it and create a very simple object. Something that is in my mind is a kind of slider for which I can use different materials, perhaps metal and some black plastic. So let's start by scaling the default cube here as a kind of base object for the slider. This is the outer box. And now I will show you the first feature of the add-on. Press Q and then you can sharpen the object, then press B and now you can add a bevel. Slightly move the mouse to increase or decrease the bevel size. Yeah, and this looks really nice. Of course, this is nothing you can't do without the add-on. You can add a bevel modifier and all the stuff you need here to create this, but it is really simple using the add-on to sharpen any object. And now for the next feature, I add a cube and I want to add here to this box a kind of inset. So I scale this as I need my size for the inset, apply the scale, and now I select the outer edges. I think I will move this out here to see what I do. Just like that. Now press Ctrl B and scale this bevel. Now move the mouse wheel to define the number of segments for the bevel. Yeah, and this looks cool. And now again move this inside of the basic object of the box. And now select with Shift pressed the outer box also, press Q and slice. And now we have two objects, the inset and the outer box. Now again I sharpen this and set the bevel width. Now I delete the object that I needed to create the slice. Yeah, nice, and now you can move this out. I think I will delete the inner object. Okay, great, and now I have my inset. Okay, next object. I want to add a kind of knob. A knob that is inside this inset here. So again, we add a cube. And scaling as before. Constrain it to the Z-axis. Or scale it like that by moving the upper face downwards. And again select the outer edges and bevel it. Ctrl B segments. Here we go. Okay, great. Now I will also bevel here the upper edges. Same procedure. And done. Here's our knob. And now let's sharpen it again using the add-on. Define the bevel size. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, great. I think we have our knob. Now you can imagine that you can move it here to the left and to the right. Perhaps you can also animate this. I don't know. It's just for demonstration. Simple object. Okay, what can we do now? What's the next step? What comes to my mind? Perhaps let's create some panels, some indentations. So we will again add cubes. And use this for the slicing. Now scale it to very small cubes and position it here. On the left side. Yeah, just like that. And then let's see, I duplicate this one. First I bevel it. Yeah, this looks good. Now duplicate. Shift D and move it to the other side. Okay, now I select both of them, join them, then Shift pressed, select the outer box, and press Q, slice, and here are our inserts. Really cool. I really like this add-on. Okay, delete these helper objects. And perhaps we can do another bevel. First sharpen. Set the bevel size. Okay, let's add some more cuts. Let's add a plane. Rotate it. This plane will be used also as a helper object for slicing. So let's rotate it around Z-axis. And I think I will enable snapping to the grid so that I can do my cuts on the right and on the left side of the object at the exact same position, mirrored. Okay, that's good. Now again slice, then move this plane to the right side and repeat the slice operation. Yeah, this looks decent. Okay, what's next? I think I will create some kind of fillings for the insert on the left and on the right side. Some plastic bumpers or whatever this is called. Okay, let's see, this should be symmetrical, so I think I will create this using the mirror modifier. Switch to edit mode and add an edge loop in the middle. Now face select, remove the faces, also at the bottom, we don't need them, and add a mirror modifier. It should be the x-axis, yep, correct. Enable clipping, and now we can design our object. Add an edge loop and extrude out the upper parts. No, wrong selection. Only these parts. Yep. Okay, this looks good. Now again we can add bevels on the right and left outer edges. Again, bevel, and define the segments with the mouse wheel. Could have done this in one operation, but okay, who cares? Do it again. Okay, and now let's see if I have some duplicates here. So remove them. Yeah. Okay, and now open up the Hardops add-on again, press sharpen, and then again press Q and set the bevel width. Just like that. Okay, great. And now let's position the object on the right end of the insert. Now scale it till it fits, and then we will duplicate this object for the left side. I think I will add a kind of extrude to the inside, but I have to add an edge loop here, like that. Now switch to face selection mode and face like that, and press E and extrude it to the inside. Now again open up Hardops menu and sharpen it. Great. I think I will increase the scale here on this axis. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and now duplicate this object. Could also use a mirror, but okay, duplicate is alright. Rotate it around the Z-axis 180 degrees and align it accordingly. Okay, great. Now I want to add some screws, because the Hardops add-on has a cool feature to insert objects, which you can see here in they are called assets. Okay, choose this one and scale it down. And this won't be inserted, I just add it here to the upper part, or align it to the upper part of the box. Now rotate it a little bit and duplicate. Also rotation to add a bit of variation to these objects. Now select both and duplicate. And we're done, we have our screws. Now select the small panels we created and define materials for them. The Hardops add-on comes here with a feature called material list, where you can select the materials which are also used by the assets. So I used the same material for these panels here. Okay, let's do a quick render, and this already looks quite nice. Of course, we could add a lot of more stuff. But this is just a basic tutorial, so let's keep it simple. I find it's always hard to get the point where you stop adding details. But most of the time I add some details using other tools like Substance Painter, and use alphas to bump in some details to the object, especially when creating 3D objects for games. Then it's better to go this way for performance reasons. And now I added a new plane, added some edge loops, and define a shape here before I slice this into my object. Yeah, and that looks nice. Okay, let's delete the plane, we don't need it anymore. And now I have two new panels. These are really two separated objects. Of course you can join this again, but I think I will leave them as separated objects and apply new materials for them. Okay, let's switch to edit mode and select the edge here, and again bevel this. Here with just one segment. This looks great. Okay, let's just mirror this so that we have the exact object on the other side too. And again render. I use the cycles render. Need to use the cycles render to see the materials, because the materials use cycles and cycles nodes. But for the preview I use about this time about 30 render passes, not more. Okay, now for the last feature, I want to show you how to insert assets to the object, and therefore I add a cylinder, scale and rotate it. I want to use two cylinders as helper objects to cut in two holes into the box. So I position it here, then I duplicate this cylinder, move it to the other side. Again, I join these two cylinders, and now with shift press, select the box, press Q, slice, and here we have our holes. Let's see, I think, yeah, I will delete this inner object. Press delete. Okay, and now we can switch to edit mode. Use face selection. Select these two faces and choose insert. And let's see what will fit. This one. Oh, let's try this. Okay. Now when you insert, you see you can scale the object to be inserted by moving the mouse. I press shift while scaling to be more accurate. Now let's see this in a quick render. Yeah, that's okay, but I think I will try the black ones. And also, no problem, you can select these two new created objects, delete it, again switch to edit mode, select the faces, press Q, open up the assets and choose different ones, and here we go. These are the black ones, and yeah, I think this will fit really good. Move it a little bit to the front and render this. Okay, I think that's enough for this getting started tutorial for Hardops. I really hope you like it. If you do so, let me know. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you soon.